a reading on my other channel just a little while ago, and something incredible took place on that reading for me. It became a very personal reading. I literally had family members' names coming out and last names also coming out, and states that I spent most of my teenage years, and a family that lives within the state that showed up as well. And it was huge. It was as if, well, the script. So if you're new, I could come across really religious and stuff, but I'm not. I'm just very spiritual, and I know who my Elohim is, and that's the maker of heaven and earth, the living Elohim, which is Jehovah. And I've got way too much evidence on my channel to prove his existence and how real and tangible and how beautiful he is. And he reveals things to us. And if somebody, I'm not, I mean, I guess if it's down below, it's down below. It really turned out to be a very personal reading for me. There was just all kinds of stuff. I mean, the way in the avenue also of how Jehovah brought something out to get the name, that part of the name was coming out within wording. He brought me through another avenue to get the other half of it there. It was incredible what was going on. It was as if there was some type of contact from my family members that something possibly that was on the other side. It was Jehovah, obviously. We don't talk to the dead, but we do have a cloud of witnesses, and there was just something there. Eternity came out. Okay, so there was. If somebody was wondering if somebody was okay, we had the word nope, and we had eternity, but yet we had protection there as well. And somebody did die and go out to eternity, but yet they're protected on the other side. Then that energy was there. After I turned the camera off, I was just like beside myself. It was very interesting for me, just because it was so personal. And I went back to listen to it, and I'm uploading it, or eventually it will be uploaded. I don't know that, I mean, maybe for if I have any family members that are still living at this point, I'm not quite sure how many do and where they're at spiritually in the earth. But something was amazing to me in that video. But there was real heavy protection, though, there. And the truth was there, and something very karmic was going on. I was feeling it in my spirit. But anyway, I just want to get on here and do another reading and see what else Jehovah might want to say about something. The name Kenny was there. The name Opal was there. Rick was there. Nikki was there. Five Coat literally came out there. That's family members' names. And it's huge. It was just really huge. We had the star there. We also had a group that came out, and the word pop, so a pop group was also there, involved in some stuff, which we've been following some of this energy for quite some time, but it's amazing to me that how tangible Jehovah is. So anyway, I just wanted to take a look and see what's going on, because if somebody's been wondering about someone in my family, the Jehovah was in it. If they still are in the earth realm and they can't get through, try to figure out where somebody is, I believe that Jehovah was answering it on that video for somebody to let them know, because I know that some people have been shut out and not been able to communicate, and some people have been trying to cope with some stuff, because the word cope was there and cop was there, and we had law everywhere in that reading. It was huge what was coming out there. But if somebody has been wondering, those of you who are a part of my family that are still remaining and you just can't get through because of the stupidness, Jehovah was answering a question, I believe, for some people who need to know about family. And so anyway, it was just very intense. It really was intense. And so if you are returning, welcome back, guys. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, and all of that. Almost felt like my son was there. It's like Jehovah was allowing something with my son was there. in spirit. I'm not, it was just very, it was a very tangible reading for me. I just beside myself. Jehovah, what do you want to bring out here? And I just thank you for being alive to us. And I appreciate you. Jehovah, rebuke and bind and block every foul, wicked, dark energy right here, right now, and shove it down to the pit. I thank you that justice will be served. And you've got inevitable timing taking place. You know, somebody is in their head about something. Somebody was trying to cope with something that's taken place here. Messages are here today. So the will was there in that reading, and we've seen the will a couple times today in an earlier reading that I did. So the 2 of Cups and the 8 of Cups, and somebody's in their head, and we had a toll worker that was there, so there's been a travel trip that's happened, and somebody's higher mind is here as well. The husband energy is here. So 10 cups, a lot of emotions are here today. We've seen that other reading that I did was just full of cups everywhere. Because of heavy drinking energy, something happened on the road. Okay? And some people have been trying to figure out all the little details of some things. People have, like me, have been shut out, and that's unfair. And some people have not been able to say goodbye to their family members or anything else. Adds craziness. Wow. And somebody's been trying to protect something. So this page does want to be seen. A message. Something very creative is here. Confident. But there has been some mischievous stuff. And that's why there's anxiety that's been here around something. So the letter Y is here. That could be a person, place, or a thing. First, middle, or last name. Or it could be the last letter of a name as well. Jehovah said recently to bring that out if that helps somebody. I'm hearing it again. So messages and a favorable testimony to something is here with this card. So we do have a law card coming out here. And so let's just see what's going on here. What is this 9 of Swords showing up? Yes, there it is again. There it is again. Somebody's really in their head. Again, somebody's really trying to cope with something. Show me the 9 of Swords, please. We had the King of Wands that showed up on this wheel here, and today when I did a general reading, the King of Wands also came out on this wheel as well. So it's either Sagittarius or it could be Aries or Sagittarius really could be here. Somebody's got real heavy fire in their chart, or somebody's husband is here within something, or father figure. There's an authority. There's an authority here. Okay? Show me this 9 of Swords. A blocking energy. Somebody has been trying to protect something in a very big way by blocking things because of the mischievous situation with the child or whatever's happened here. Children are here. Show me the 7 of Wands, please. Show me the 7 of Wands. What is the 7 of Wands here for, please? Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. The Queen of Cups. There's a lot of fire here. A lot of fire here. Okay? And then there's the float trip. That wanted to show itself when that came out. Caught a glimpse of it. There's a lot of wands here. A lot of fire is here. And mischievousness is here. This is emotional for a mother. Because somebody's really in their head about something where a husband is concerned. Or we actually had the Queen of England that showed up in wording. So somebody's from England, or because we have authority here as well. Somebody was just really trying to cope with something really heavy. And we need to pray for our leadership people, because they're set there by the great authority. Whether or not any of the leaders of the world's hearts with Jehovah or not, we're told to pray for them. Only Jehovah knows the heart. But we have a queen here. And this is a mother, this is a nurse. We have an RN also, and my cousin's name, Nikki, was there, and her last name was there, and she is an RN. And somebody has, again, Jehovah was really bringing some stuff out, and whatever's going on, it was so profound, as you can tell in my voice. So somebody has been blocked. And for whatever reason why we have been blocked, my family has been blocked and things like that. And what has happened with the murders and everything else, it's just a freaking disgrace at this point. It's just a freaking disgrace at this point. Show me the will, please, Jehovah. Show me this will, because we are protected. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Every tongue that rises up against us, we shall condemn it. There's death here. There has been. And somebody's afraid. There's fear here with this word that's coming out, because there is death. Yes. 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 We have the month of May out here as well. There's just something very transformative here. And my family's with me, because I'm feeling them. There's the Chariot again. So life and death is here. I'm saying life because we have the word Zoe that came out today as well. So somebody's life is here. And we had a toll worker come out, and somebody died on the road. Okay? Somebody's been trying to block that information about these deaths. And you're just not going to be able to, honey. You're just not going to be able to. No more. Okay? We deserve to know about our family. We deserve to have a proper get-together, and anybody who still even freaking remains at this point. Whoever's freaking, a stupidness at this point to me. There's death out here. There is big-time death showing out here. Even the ninth house can go back to eternity, because that takes you back to the temperance card. Okay? So, again, it's just coming out. Jehovah's just really communicating really big today. What else do you want to bring out here, Jehovah? This has been a gangbang, is that word. Or if it's not this word, still the 8th house. Okay, it might be the Judgment card with the Chariot. Either way, the house is still here. And we know that goes back to a gangbang. Okay? And, well, there it is. There's children here. This card was there. Like I said, eternity is here. The devil... That devil came out yesterday. But anyway, the Judgment card, I want to say possibly, or one of these cards with the Chariot, represents a gangbang. And some children were gangbanged, and my grandchildren were involved in that nastiness. And there will be justice for that. Okay? There will be justice for it. You are in danger to hold any information from this point further from any of my family members about my family and us. May the Great One visit you. You think you're trying to cope now? You ain't going to be able to cope. Something is very big here. It is very big here in what's coming out. When somebody does know, that knows, and somebody's nose is very prevalent within the situation that's happened. This has been a freaking disgrace. You touched the anointing, is what you did. You're in danger. So, if you're from the UN, you're from the UN, but we have the noon is spelled N-U-N, and this is the U, but it looks like the N, so it's here. As many of you all know, I take all kinds of stuff. We have the Dagaz here as well, which is the day. It's a change. It's a beginning, which we have it right here. This is the beginning of the cycle, so is the Degas. The D is here. Something's done. Something is done. We have the MD here. We have mud. Something about mud is here. Well, we have a river here. We just seen the boat. We already know about it. Somebody was dumb in what happened, unfortunately. There's freedom and power and frenzy and passion and conquest and progress or courage here with this rune, and exaggeration and a risk of that for people who have exaggerated some things right here. And some people were forced to exaggerate some stupidness and lie, and we got a lot of money here. Secret money and secret sexual things because there was a freaking gangbang that's taken place. This was plotted because this goes back to a marriage and intrigue thwarted with this rune. They knew what they were doing. People, they knew what they were doing. Because we've often had the words come out, they did it on purpose. They did do it on purpose. They did do it on purpose. Jehovah, you just pick, please. Music is involved, and that's why. Some idiot stole music and then killed for it because they got caught. Because they didn't think the great one seen it. Cost them their lives now. So a criminal, yes, there is a criminal evildoer out here. The devil's right here, people. It's right here. Right here. Something's very much emotional because there's a lot of cups here. Okay? There's an evil doer out here. Okay? So we have a malefactor out here. Somebody had sex with either their mother or their mother-in-law. Okay? Maybe secretly. It's disgusting. Okay? It's disgusting behavior. We want to be real general because you've always been talking about the sexual behaviors because we have children out here. So somebody had sex with their mother or their mother-in-law or a family member was raped or something like that. It's disgusting. Yeah, somebody does have a freaking void within themselves. Somebody with a lot of tattoos is connected to some stuff, and a lot of people have tattoos today, but Jehovah has been bringing that card out here lately, okay, for some type of a connection here. So we just seen the boat, and this goes back to a river. We know what happened on the river trip. We have the sea here and the rain and all that stupidness. This goes back to, so a sailor is here. If you're dealing with somebody in the military, then you are. Okay, and if they're a Navyman, then they are. We have a sailor here and something about the ropes and the ships. Now, interesting because on that reading, we literally had a rope that came out again in the phonics of that reading that I was telling you about that my family members were there. Is if somebody took somebody out on a ship and there's something with the sailor is here with the ropes that's connected to the mast. Something with that happened then. We already know people were hung up and did some stupid stuff to them. It's just filthiness. But so, yes, okay, this just came out in that reading as well, and it keeps coming out the last couple of days. Somebody's blaspheming the Holy Spirit, and they are evil. They're a bad evildoer. The devil is here. Okay? There's a freak and a half that better be put down. You better put this freak down. Something about cutting devices. Well, and the devil has devices because the pictograph is a device. Okay? And we already know about the devices on the internet and everything else. Okay? Somebody is in big trouble in a very big way with the great one. FBI investigate. This is FBI here as well. Hair raising stuff. Yes, it is hair raising. I'm sure it was hair raising to the little ones. People, I'm sure it was hair raising to the little ones. The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools. And this came out in my first reading today. And my lips shall greatly rejoice when I sing unto thee, and my soul which thou hast redeemed, and my tongue also shall talk of thy righteousness all the day long. For they are confounded, for they are brought unto shame that seek my hurt. That's right. And this is really huge. Really is huge what's coming out here. A best friend has been involved in something. There's someone that needs a doctor. They're a freak at this point. That they need to just be put down. They need a doctor so that they can be euthanized, is what they need. Okay? All right. We have a judge out here. I'm stopping this right here for personal reading or for personal reasons. If anybody has any information about my family, and I know that there are people on the other side of this phone when I do recordings that do know, please contact me. I would appreciate it, people. Surely there are good people in the earth, and not everybody in the freaking earth that remains is wicked at this point. Because this is stupidness. I've been in prison in my house for the last 3 years, and enough is enough.